Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with a huge wax and candle empties video. So I have candles from Bath & Body Works and White Barn. I've got wax from Walmart, got wax from Kohl's, all kinds of good stuff for this month. So I will say that, sorry about a little bit of a glare, I guess, that you're gonna get here. I closed my blinds, but it's such a sunny day that I still have some sun coming in. So yeah, just kind of bear with that. But also I will say that my wax empties is so huge for the month of January because I was home all month. I mean, I was working from home all month. I didn't go anywhere. You know, I went to like the grocery store and like the gym and stuff, but you know, in terms of like traveling, I didn't go anywhere. So I really tore through a lot of wax because I was home virtually all day, every day. So keep in mind that that's why my wax empties is so big. I'm actually headed back to work tomorrow, which is Monday, February 8th. So my February wax empties will still be good. So definitely subscribe if you haven't yet, if you're into this kind of content, but it will definitely slow down from January. So without further ado, let's get into all of the candles and wax that I used up for the month of January. So I'll start with my fall wax. So my fall candles, I guess. So I made it my mission to finish up all of my fall and winter items so that starting at the beginning of February, I can transition into spring. So that was what I did this month, and yeah, so that's what is reflected in my empties. So the first two items I used up are the last two of my cider lanes from this past year. Key notes are bourbon glazed apples, maple sugar, creamy vanilla. Yeah, wasn't it a thing that maybe the notes were weird on Cider Lane this past year? I don't know, anyway. But it was the same fragrance that we've had for several years. I love Cider Lane. It's definitely not for everyone. Like my mom doesn't like it, for example, but I really enjoy it. To me, it's a really nice, almost spiced, you know, caramel green apple. So I really love it. It's definitely a fall staple for me, and I would repurchase it. I will say that my cider lanes this year didn't burn especially well. I thought that the actual wax pool and, you know, that kind of bit was okay, but I thought that my cider lanes smelled pretty burnt very quickly this past year. So those actually lived in my candle crock for the most part, and that's why on those two cider lanes, the wax has been popped out. Okay, but like I said, I would repurchase it. The next two candles I used up are my two candles in the Perfect Autumn. So the keynotes are fresh cranberry, spiced pumpkin, crisp apple, and rich clove. I really enjoy the Perfect Autumn for a fall to winter transition. Something about the spices and the cranberry I think makes that really nice. So based off the keynotes, I probably wouldn't have liked this, but I actually do really enjoy the Perfect Autumn. It's not something I can hoard. And in fact, I think next year I'll only buy maybe one or so, but I do enjoy it for what it's worth. And like I said, to me, it's a really great November fragrance. I really enjoy it. So would repurchase it. And the last two of my fall candles that I used up are my last two blueberry maple pancakes. This is one that I definitely buy multiples of every single year. I'm glad that it comes back at Bath & Body Works, and I would definitely repurchase it this coming year as well. The keynotes are wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, warm maple syrup. I don't get a pancakes note, and I wish that I did. I wish that it did have that kind of buttery bakery scent. To me, it just smells like blueberries and maple, but I still really enjoy it. I thought this packaging this year was really lovely. I really enjoyed it. So, you know, like I said, it is a staple. I will repurchase it, and I really hope that it comes back. All right, so those are the end of my fall candles. I have absolutely zero fall candles left in my collection, so it'll be months and months and months before you see me having any more fall candles. So let's get into the winter candles that I finished up. So I finished up my last fresh balsam, another staple for me every single year during the winter. Keynotes are woodland balsam, crisp eucalyptus, fir branches, and cedar wood. Always a powerhouse, and I love fresh balsam. This definitely filled up my entire large open concept kitchen, dining room, and living room, and this was fantastic. It burned very nicely. I got fragrance the entire time. It was very wonderful. So I can see myself picking up probably 2 fresh balsams again this next year. The next one that I used up is one that I had never tried before. This is the peppermint sugar cookie, really fun packaging. I purchased this from Candle Day, and in fact, I purchased all of my winter candles from Candle Day this year. The keynotes are crushed peppermint, vanilla extract, creamy butter, and soft sugar cookies. So it smelled pretty ick by this point, but I really enjoyed this. It smelled really, really good, and I definitely got the peppermint and kind of a sugared bakery scent. I really loved it. I hope it comes back for this next winter because I would probably buy 2 of these. I so enjoyed it. The only thing I will say, and it's not like this is a deal breaker, it's definitely not, but this wax discolored pretty badly. It was a really nice ivory kind of cream color. You know, that White Barn does quite a bit, but yeah, it discolored and got pretty murky and pretty gross. The burn was not especially clean, but it did burn evenly. So like I said, that's not a deal breaker. I would repurchase it, so I hope that it comes back this coming year. And the last winter candle I used up is my beloved. This is my crushed candy cane. I typically prefer the packaging where I can kind of see through and see it burn, but this was really nice packaging as well. So the keynotes are crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, and frosted mint leaf. And I adore crushed candy cane. I think that Bath & Body Works really hit it out of the park with crushed candy cane, and I'll probably purchase at least 2, yeah, probably just 2 this coming year. So again, bought it at Candle Day. Love it. Great packaging, and it performed pretty nicely. Okay, so that is 9 candles for the month of January. That's a ton. I don't know that I've ever burned or gone through 9 candles before, but like I said, I was home all the time during January, so that's why I got through so many, and I really enjoyed them. So with that, let's get into my wax melts. I'll talk about my wax melt from Kohl's first, and then get into all my Walmart stuff. So the first item I used up was from Kohl's. This is from the Sonoma line, and this is a clamshell I bought back in the fall. This is in white peach and mango. And I really enjoyed it. You know, there's something to me about it that's not quite edible. I don't know if I would say quite body care, but maybe a little bit synthetic, a little bit fakey, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I don't know that I've seen this back at Kohl's. Maybe I just haven't been looking very hard, but I don't know that I've seen this back. But if I do, I would definitely repurchase it, but I would really only purchase it on sale. So it says that it retails for $7, but you guys know Kohl's. You can usually get it for less than that. So I would repurchase it, but definitely not for $7. Okay, so now let's get into my Walmart wax. I finished up one of my staples from Better Homes and Gardens. This is Vanilla Cookie Crunch. To me, this smells very authentic to a vanilla sandwich cookie. I really love it. I've got more of it. I am about halfway through a value pack, so you'll probably see the value pack either in February or in March. But yeah, Vanilla Cookie Crunch, I've always got it in my stash. The next one that I used up is one of my fall items. This was in Birchwood Bonfire. To me, this smelled very much so like the kind of cologne note that we get from Marshmallow Fireside. So I tended to put these two together to make it a little bit more like Marshmallow Fireside, but I definitely got that sort of cologne vibe from this scent. So it's not like I would hoard this, but I definitely would repurchase it, and I did enjoy it. Next one that I used up is my last fall wax from Walmart. This is Sensationals Autumn Air, and it says it's sweater weather. So really pretty packaging with this intensely orange tree, and it had a very intensely orange color of wax. And yeah, I really like it. So sweater weather, I think, like from Bath & Body Works, can be really intense. This to me smelled like a clean cologne, but not so in your face. So this is the second year that I've had Autumn Air. I really enjoy it, and I would purchase probably 2 of them this coming year if it comes back out. So really love it. It's just a nice, fresh, clean autumnal scent. All right, so let's get into my winter wax I used up, and then just some kind of year-round randoms. So the first winter clamshell that I used up was from Sensationals. This is in Vanilla Pine. And I picked this up maybe like late fall or so because I thought it was very interesting. It's a very interesting mix of something kind of creamy, but also definitely an evergreen kind of scent. And I actually thought it was okay. I think I definitely preferred it in the clamshell because when I was melting it, I don't know, to me the pine kind of came across a little bit cleaner-esque. Like, to me it smelled like a clean bathroom, and I don't know, like, to me that makes sense, but I didn't really love it. I mean, it did smell clean, but honestly, like I said, it smelled like a clean bathroom to me. So not totally horrified, but I wouldn't repurchase it. But I am glad that I tried it, and it does have a beautiful picture. So vanilla pine. And the last winter one I used up that I would repurchase is this Frozen Mint and Bergamot by Better Homes and Gardens. This one was wonderful. It definitely smelled like an icy mint plant. It was so good. So I would definitely recommend this. To me, this is very specifically a winter scent. I wouldn't melt this year round, but if you enjoy mint or if you enjoy icy kind of fragrances, I would recommend it for just any time. So really wonderful. I will be seeking this out this coming year. Okay, my last two that I used up, one is from Better Homes and Gardens. This is Walking on Sunshine. I picked this up probably in October or so. Really beautiful beach scene, and it had a really beautiful wax that was yellow. To me, this smelled like a body care citrus. I mean, the citrus was not very intense, but yeah, body care, maybe a little bit of floral citrus. It just smelled very bright and sunny. I don't know how else to like better describe that, but bright and sunny. So I would recommend it, especially for spring transition if you're kind of over the winter stuff by this point. I don't think I'll repurchase it just because there are other Walmart wax fragrances that I like more, but in general, I would recommend it, especially if you need a little bit of a pick-me-up. So Walking on Sunshine, pretty nice, but I wouldn't repurchase it. And the last one is one that I definitely have in my stash pretty frequently. This is Sensational's Cherry Berry. I picked this up primarily because my husband loves it, but I think it's really nice too. So it's a very sweet cherry berry scent. It's really lovely. So it's good to melt on days when he's home, and it's good because I know I can pop it in and he won't whine about it. Like, he definitely whines about any clean scents, any floral stuff like that. So yeah, when he's home, this is always a good one. Comes in a really fun bright red wax. I really love it. Very kid friendly, very not offensive. I would totally repurchase it. I love cherry berry. So that is it for my big, huge wax empties for the month of January. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Yellowbrick Repat. I'll put it down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.